Hey guys, it's Justin Parnell back again with another episode of Journey of Discovery, our free-to-play MTG Arena series. If you want to see more content like this, make sure you subscribe to the Thinktwice channel on YouTube. That way you don't miss any Ali Aintrazi stream highlights, any other episodes of Journey of Discovery, and of course, the Thinktwice podcast. If you want to listen on another platform, you can search Thinktwice MTG on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play Music, Stitcher, and Spotify. Support the show. Go to patreon.com/ThinktwiceMTG. Now, today we're going to be playing some Rivals of Ixalan / Ixalan Sealed before it leaves MTG Arena. As we can see, there's not too much time left, but we have a significant amount of gems here. That's because I did a lot of drafting over the last couple of weeks with Dominaria being on MTG Arena, which is one of my favorite limited formats in a really, really long time. So we're going to go ahead, and since sign-up ends here in under 2 minutes, we're going to jump in and do a sealed event, Rivals of Ixalan. Okay. Well, for our collection, we see at least one excellent card, of course, is Treasure Map. Wayward Sawtooth is not a bad one. And for limited, Maverick Fane and Treasure Map is obviously great, whereas Sawtooth is pretty good. Blood Sun is unplayable. Admiral's Orders is a counterspell. Let's get to it. I don't know how it picked Canal Monitor as our the image for our deck. Yeah, very odd. All right, let's see what we're working with. So we already looked at our rares. Let's look at our uncommons. Baffling End for removal. A lot of good uncommons in our we opened here. Charter Course, Adept, Kitesail Freebooter, Reaver Ambush is very good. Lightning Strike, Fiery Cannonade are both very good. Oh, beautiful Woodland Stream. Not great for our collection. Not too bad here though. Okay, we actually got a decent number of uncommons and some solid removal. So that's always the first thing that we want to look for. Our white looks okay. We have a Baffling End, Everdawn Champion, which is very good. We only have one Legion Conquistador, which is always a little sad. Exuberant Sky Marcher, which is good. Maverick Fane, which is of course good. Territorial Hammer Skull is also good. Let's see. So in blue, we have a 2/1 flyer. A couple of Sailor Amines. Pirate's Prize, not too much. Some small creatures in black. We have a Moment of Craving. A Skullduggery. Reaver Ambush, Vanquish the Weak. Black is Impale. Black's looking quite strong, actually. So black is a likely option that we're going to be playing. And then, of course, we have Lightning Strike, Fiery Cannonade in red. Mutiny is not bad, actually. And then a couple of just solid creatures that kind of go along with our aggressive, if we choose to be aggressive. And then green, a lot of plummets. A couple of solid creatures here. Green goes much bigger, obviously. We have a Deadeye Brawler, which is very good. Prying Blade, which is good. And then, of course, the aforementioned Treasure Map. We have one Evolving Wilds. So it's looking like black-red. It's unlikely we can splash blue, so let's go ahead and start adding cards to our deck. I don't think we're going to have enough life gain to make this matter. Looks like just Moment of Craving. Not playing too many of our rares. That's okay. A lot of good uncommons. We have a lot of pirates. So this Fire Cannonade is going to be actually probably going to be pretty good. Okay, that's 33. We want this Prying Blade, which I've quite liked that card. We want this Treasure Map because it's very good. Evolving Wilds is solid. And make sure we're not missing anything in other colors. I do like the Skittering Heartstopper, especially against vampire-y decks. Our curve does not go very high. Dusk Charger is fine. I think it's better than the Canal Monitor. I'd rather have a Hill Giant that can turn into a 5/5 than a 5/3 for 5. This is essentially just 2/2 for Menace. We don't really have any other vampires. We'll play 1 Recover. Yeah, it looks like the only really beefy creatures that we have. What this Sun-Collared Raptor? The only beefy creatures that we really have are in green, and there's not too many. Our green is not bad. Looks like we're at 39 cards, so red cards, this is what's left. Dual Shot is an acceptable card. It's not great. Ryle is not good in our deck at all. Our Dinosaur deck is actually pretty good. And if we had better fixing, I would splash this Deadeye Brawler. But we do have Treasure Map. A couple ways to make treasures. Maybe we'll splash the Deadeye Brawler just as a one of. We have Prying Blade, Direfleet Hoarder, Treasure Map, and that's about it. We have an Revolving Wilds and then an Island. That card's pretty powerful, so be happy to do that. Not really leaving anything else on the table. White, we likely don't have enough creatures, even though we do have a handful of good cards. Baffling and Everdon Champion, the Sky Marcher, Maverick Fane, and the Hammerhead or Hammer Skull. Blue just doesn't have enough creatures. Unfortunately, there are a lot of solid spells in blue, but not enough creatures. Let's make the Deadeye Brawler. Okay, well this looks pretty solid. We have a low curve. 12 creatures, but most of our non-creatures is a bunch of removal. We can't get blown out by Fire Cannonade. We have too many pirates for that. We have a couple of non-pirates that it can kill, but for the most part, we're doing the pirate thing, which is pretty good. All right, this deck actually looks pretty solid. Just take one last look, make sure that we're not missing anything. Just want the 1 Recover, just because it's we're getting back smaller creatures. It's essentially draw 2. It's like a bad divination for black. Yep. Okay. I think we are good to go. All right. Game 1. Normally this would not be a great hand, and it's really not. We do have 2 pieces of removal. We have a lot of creatures that we want to get kind of early, so we have plenty of removals. I'm gonna mulligan, and this hand is significantly better, and we just need to get a. Ooh, we'll keep that Treasure Map. I was gonna say we scry a land to the top, but Treasure Map is just fine as well. All right, we'll play our Treasure Map out. We're not going to play it. We're not going to activate it next turn. We're going to play our Sky March Bloodletter right here. And then the following turn, we'll scry. I probably will block. We'll block here. Only because we we don't have a great clock going on. Oh, okay. Oh, in that case, since our opponent does not want to attack into our 2/2, He probably won't want to attack into our 3/3, so we'll go ahead and attack with our flyer. We set a stop on our upkeep. We'll put the Heartstopper on the bottom. See if we can come up with a red. Nope. Alright. When we flip this, we are going to be able to play this Deadeye Brawler, though. Off of a treasure. We now just have to hope our opponent cannot deal any damage to their Needletooth Raptor, which will deal 5 to our Dust Charger, or potentially our Skymarch Bloodletter. We're attacking for 6. We are not going to block. This is essentially an unblockable 2/2 for 4. Alright, didn't set a stop. Though we would have kept Reaver Ambush, so not the worst thing in the entire world. We'll treasure map at the end of our opponent's turn and Reaver Ambush if necessary. Maybe they'll target the Raptor. That'd be best case scenario. Nope. Alright, well this is going to be a lot of damage. We're definitely going to have to Reaver Ambush the Raptor here. We do not have a good block. So we need to find... Oh, Impale. That's the card we need to find, actually. And we're going to Impale here. We cannot attack. We're going to have to hope our opponent's out of tricks. Okay. Well, we're going to try to attempt to trade. Polyraptor. That is not out of tricks. Revolving Wilds isn't going to do it. I think we might be dying to this Polyraptor. This does have Death Touch, so... Polyraptor does not have Trample. We're going to pass the turn. Maybe they cannot get past our Deadeye Brawler. We will have to deal with another Polyraptor. So it's going to be a problem, but we're not dead yet. Whenever it's dealt damage. Alright. I don't know if there's a way out of this for us. Has Menace as long as you control another pirate. Get our opponent down from 13. Without red mana with 3 red cards in our hand. And it probably involves this Headstrong Brute. I imagine we just have to cast. Polyraptor's a problem. The card's quite a problem. We don't have a way to cleanly remove it. We can keep trading at the cost of our cards. Oh, but we can't block. Okay. Alright. Well, one down to giant dinosaurs. Alright. Game 2 with Rivals and Ixalan. Sealed, this hand's pretty solid, actually. Get on the board first with our Skittering Heartstopper. If we can draw a 2-drop Pirate, that would be ideal to play into this Headstrong Brute. Alright, our opponent's maybe playing a several colored deck. Wow, okay. Almost certainly. 2 Evolving Wilds and an Traveler's Amulet. Okay, double forest it is. Could be wrong. Usually that means many, many colors. Maybe they just have them in their hand. suppose we'll find out. So 3 things to search for lands. 3 forests. Alright, we'll play our Headstrong Brute. We'll look to Skullduggery our opponent. Okay, looks like we will be attacking for 4. I can only assume that this means that our opponent has some giant monsters. Alright. My turn. Alright, there's our blue card, of course. We're going to keep attacking. If our opponent blocks, we'll simply just Skullduggery. If they block the Headstrong Brute, we won't do anything. If they block the Heartstopper, we'll give this -1, give this +1. Hopefully they do not have a Lightning Strike. Okay. +1/+1 and first strike. Okay, so it's going to end up a 2/2 against our Heartstopper. Okay, well there's a way to solve that. Okay, well we'll see if we can get our opponent a little 2-for-1 action with Fire Cannonade. Perhaps a Mutiny. Oh boy. That's not good. I'd say that's not what we want. Yep. Okay, so fortunately we can... We're not blocking, so we have to attack. We can dispatch this Atali if our opponent blocks, which they do not, wisely. Oh boy. Well, this is going to be a difficult one to beat. Makeshift Munitions, sure. If only Mutiny was an instant. Alright. I got a... Of course, they get a 3/3 Pirate for their trouble. They're going to hit us for 9. Well, we certainly know how strong Goblin Bombardment is. Target creature opponent controls deals damage equal to its power to another target creature. Okay, so we're going to have 6 deal 3. And they're going to makeshift munitions, and we're going to take 1. We are essentially dead. Oh, they didn't deal us the damage? Alright. Alright then. In that case, we might not be dead, but we don't have a way to deal our opponent 1 extra damage, which is going to be a problem. To target opponent or planeswalker. Okay. Okay, so with that ability on the stack, we should have fire cannonaded first. We have to kill this. And then we have to fire cannonade this away. All our opponent has to do is just deal us 2 with their munitions. Aggressive Urge. Well, that's not great. Well, we can get them. Maybe something terrible happens, and we don't take 2 somehow. Okay, we did. Now we're going to die to this Atali. Yep, good game. Not a good game for us, though. Alright, game 3. Well, we're down 0-2, but we've been in worse spots, and this hand's pretty good, so we'll keep it. Alright, Heartstopper for 1, Treasure Map on 2. I think our greed of trying to get the 1 extra damage in may have cost us in that last game. If we had the Heartstopper around, I actually think we would have won. As crazy and as narrow as that sounds. On 3, we're going to try to play this Swaggering Corsair. Okay, our opponent has played that and has lost 2 life thusly. Now if they block, we can just Moment of Craving. They did not. Okay, smart. Alright, we'll play our 3/3 Corsair. And we have plenty of ways to get this this border. Rivals of Ixalan, uncommon, regular Ixalan common. One of these cards is much better. Oh, they vanquished the weak. I keep forgetting. Okay, so I'm going to set the stop now. And we're going to keep attacking. I'm probably just going to vanquish the weak here on the border. And we'll take 1. Okay, they created treasure. Let's see. Kite Sail Freebooter. I'd rather have that on the bottom. And we'll scry again. Let's see what we can come up with. Recover. No, I'd rather find something better. Dinosaur Hunter, that's not bad. Main, okay. We'll just attack. Since we can Moment of Craving as needed. We can just hold that up. I want to set a stop on our upkeep again so we can flip this map. And start drawing some cards. Alright, well, Moment of Craving first. See if they have some sort of pump spell they want to play in response for some reason. Okay. Looks like they do. We'll take 1. Two Vigilance. Lightning Strike? Lightning Strike's good. And we will pass the turn. Hope our opponent does not have a gigantic rare or mythic rare dinosaur. Yeah, come on in. Okay, so we're going to block here. We're going to Lightning Strike the Freebooter. take 2. Another freebooter. More treasure. Okay, let's see if we can find something. Anything. So far the answer is no. We cannot. We are gonna get an island with this. So in case we get our Deadeye Brawler. I feel like we just need some beefier creatures. Maybe we do need these, the monitors. Okay, well our opponent's bringing a lot of treasures. Alright, we'll kill their 3/3. Take 2, go to 11. We'll get an island. We'll draw another card. Another swamp. Alright. And pass the turn. We're going to wait on this fire cannonade. I'd like to catch 2 creatures with it. And if that means we take 2 more, then so be it. Man, we're really coming up short here on these draws. A Skullduggery that we can't cast. Okay. We can't get the Firebrand. Maybe we can get our opponent to sacrifice the Firebrand in response. Even though it's a pirate. Maybe they don't know that. They did. Excellent. Alright. Kitesail Freebooter. What you got? Settle the wreckage. Would you look at that? Okay. Well, that's great to know. I feel like that definitely would have gotten us. Discard a card, draw a card. All right. Well, we are going to kill that on our turn. We don't want them. We don't want them looting of any kind. Let's get back this Corsair. I tapped too many for some reason. And then we're going to Skullduggery. Alright. That was enough for our opponent, even though I think they definitely could have came back. Alright, so after some evaluation, before we go on, I'm going to try this green-white deck. This has some beefier creatures here at the top end, which I think we've been lacking, and it also still has a good curve. We don't have the removal that we had. In fact, we only have like 3 pieces of removal, one of which is a plummet. So that's a little concerning, but I think this allows us to be more aggressive and continue up, even though we do have an 8-drop in our deck. When you're like, well, just don't play the 8-drop. Well, we struggling for playables, as it turns out, through all of our colors. So we're gonna give this one a shot. Tempted to play this Resplendent Griffin, but we don't really have anything necessarily to take out for that. So, unless we take out this Brontodon. Yeah, let's do that. Let's play the Griffin. And that way we have about the same number of fixing. Okay. Alright, let's give this a shot. Alright. Game 4, we're down 1-2. This hand seems fine. We don't have anything on 2, but we do have some plays on 3. And Knights of Stampede is not an embarrassing creature, as is, so Since we don't have a lot of lands in our hand, we're just going to play this next turn. We'll play, maybe on turn 5 we can play another Stampede into this. We'll play this Pioneer so we can block the 3-2 with our 2-2. Okay, well, we'll attempt to do that. If our opponent has a trick, then we'll let them use it here. I'm certainly happy to make that trade. Okay, so that's the reason for the attack. And here we can just play our Territorial Hammer Skull. And then get fairly aggressive. We could trade the Hammer Skull with the Corsair, but our creature is just much better than theirs is, so. Ooh, Prying Blade is a nice one. This helps us get the City's Blessing, which we certainly want from our for the Sword Tooth. Although we're only one card off, one permanent off at this point. Rekindling Phoenix. Okay, I would like to have that one. Well, we're gonna make Rekindling Phoenix tapped for sure. And I think we're gonna give our Hammer Skull +2. That way we can attack with these two and then keep these two back to block. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll tap the Phoenix. We'll attack our opponent for 9. Which is not bad. The Phoenix is obviously going to be a problem, though. As it is in every format that it sees play in. Okay, well. Let's put this here, because we are going to have to attack with this Hammerhead. This Hammer Skull yet again. If our opponent has removal for it, that is going to be inconvenient. Very inconvenient. Okay, we'll go here. So we are going to make our opponent block. They can double block here and then go to 1. They can block here and here, go to 2. This dies, this can come back. They can't block this, because that means they die. So I think we can just get a free attack in with everything, and the most they can do back to us is probably 4. Yep, okay. So I go to 2. And we will put this on our Merfolk for now. Okay, they get Phoenix back. So as it stands, they have to have a removal spell for this, because they certainly don't have a removal spell for this. Okay, well, let's give it a shot. Yeah, I'm not sure how they're getting around this this hexproof Merfolk here. Okay, that's a good reason. That's a good way to do it. The card that we had, that we said we didn't know how our opponent was going to get around it either. And we'll pass the turn. Phoenix has been a problem, for sure. Okay, well that's not a bad one. But no, that's not a bad one because it doesn't die to Phoenix. And at this point we just need to get enough creatures to be able to get in play and then attack kind of all at once. Because this does not create an attacking token. Okay, looks like our opponent could not get past our 2 power creatures. Okay. We're going to keep this one. We have a 2/4, and then arguably our most powerful card. Okay. It's a removal spell. Oh, I don't want to call it a good one, but it is a removal spell. Okay. Cherish Hatchling is good. If they block it next turn, we can play a Flash Dinosaur and have it fight something. Potentially. It's unlikely they're going to have 2 creatures, though, so... Let's see. Mutiny. Okay. Well, let's get in with the hatchling. And play our poop dinosaur. The Cacophodon. Strider Harness, okay. Always a potentially scary card. Let's untap this forest. Oh, I think our opponent did that backwards. They don't fight each other. Yeah. Rather than get our hatchling, which is going to be an inconvenience to them for sure. Right, if they play something that has 2 power, that does not have 2 power. Let's see. Tap target permanent. So we can simply just attack with this, and if they block, it gets vigilance. That seems fine. We'll untap this. Now we could fight here, but I don't think it's worth it. I think I would rather try to hunt the weak on the Ceratops with a smaller creature. Surely they have those, right? I have to imagine that they do. Oh no, they're hunting the weak. Well, that's not what we wanted at all. We wanted to be the one hunting. Okay, well. I guess we're just going to be passing the turn. We're close to our spine back, which is great. No, they're hunting us so good. And our creatures are weak. The Stormfleet Arsonist is getting big. And if we just taken that opportunity to kill it. Our opponent is still scared, though. They're at 11. Well, that will not kill it, so we must pass yet again. Oh, no. Well, at least they can't give it haste. So there is that. I think we are in very big trouble. Maverick Fane, you're not going to be nearly good enough. I can tell you that. Then we're going to have to block both of our creatures on the Dreadmaw. Or the Arsonist. Whichever one. Okay, well we cannot block... Okay. We can block the Arsonist. And give our creature +2/+2. Which is what we're going to have to do. We don't really have a choice. Well, that's good. We'll resolve that. Do they have another one? Okay. We're going to give our Maverick Fane +2. We're going to go to 4. Would not be happy about it. Don't know if there's a way out. Because now we can't even... Whatever. We'll throw it up here. Gotta get those quests done. I don't think our opponent thinks we have settled the wreckage, so I imagine we're going to be dead here. So what did we learn? Have big creatures and play them on curve. Well, we were able to come up with 2 wins, which is good for 600 gems. So, you know, 6 is the break-even point. 2 wins is pretty bad. This format is much, much worse than Guild of Ravnica or Dominaria. And I'm not just saying this because I lost here. This kind of just shows you with the pool that we had, there was only so much we could do. We had removal spells in 2 colors, but we had no creatures that could really end the game. We had creatures that were pretty sizable in green and white, but we didn't really have any removal. And mana fixing is rough. So we're going to take this one as a lesson. For Rivals of Ixalan Sealed, it's not bad to sometimes just play stuff that you want. We did get 3 packs out of it. It's not the worst thing in the world. But not sad that it's gone. And maybe we'll do a draft because I think it's coming soon to Arena, but that kind of remains to be seen. But thank you guys very much for watching to go through with this very rough sealed video. If you want to see more, make sure to subscribe to this channel. Catch Ali's stream highlights, myself with Journey Discovery. Search Thinktwice MTG on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play Music, Stitcher, and Spotify for the Thinktwice podcast. And thank you guys very much for watching. I'll catch you next time.